There we go with the game. All right, we've got to get this started. First, apologies for the late stream. My mom had surgery today. It was the third surgery in a little over a month, but it went well. The last two, not so well. This one, very positive. So hopefully, moving forward, just a little bit better on everything. So, hey, Mad Martin, how are you doing?
Hello there.
It went really well. It really did. The last two surgeries she had last month, the doctor come out and said, it's iffy. One of those. But today he was nothing but positive and good, and things were great. Words he hadn't used for a while. So, yeah, I hear it's pretty bad. We've had a little bit of haziness that they say is attributed to it in Kentucky, but not really that. All right, so let's take a look and see where we're at with the Drakes. You can see here on the league table, we are sitting in third place. Looks like Southampton, who has already knocked in a playoff spot, have 91 points and have pretty much ran away with the league. So that means that there is only one automatic promotion spot. And if you look at the point totals, Everton was 79. We have 77. Watford was 77. Queen Park Rangers was 74. And then way down there, you're probably going to have somebody battling for that last playoff spot. You've got Oxford and Sheffield United and Blackburn. And maybe a slight outside chance for Swansea to get in there. Now, with some updating news, I did kind of go in and redo some of the scouting. And essentially what I did was just assign certain scouts to each one. And I still don't know if it's working because like free transfer, I just don't know if I have this in correctly. 15 to 35, it's ongoing. I've got my scouts here. They're looking for any position. And it's people who are unattached and expired. So, and maybe I only could do one at a time, but I feel like that should work. And then I've also individualized the scouting in Scotland, the Irelands, and then England and Wales to just try to find players in those areas. We're still looking for a replacement for Chris Watt, who is sold and will be leaving us to Fulham after this season. And I'm also looking for some shadow strikers because I'm really thinking about mixing up the tactics for next season. But we'll see. I've been playing around with maybe shadow strikers instead of wingers. Look kind of like a Christmas tree. But I don't know if I like this or not. At some point, I really thought about doing like a 4-5-1, but I don't know if that'll work if we go to the Premier League. I feel like this may be better because it'll be more defensive, but I'm still just working on it right now. It's a work in progress. So we do have some training injuries who have transpired over the last little bit. Okay, if you look down here, we've got Sam Curtis, who sprained his ankle ligaments. I'm not very happy about that because I'm hoping he doesn't pick up the injured thing, but he is our starting right wing back. So we're going to have to put in the youngster Drew Pickens in there. So we'll just have to see what happens with that. Or I can also move over Harrison Ashby and let John Clark start over there on the other side. Tommy Lay also picked up an injury. He'll be back in 5 days, though, but he's going to miss a couple of important games that we have down the stretch. But we've not been utilizing him a lot this season, so should be okay. And then Chris Watts just come off injury, so he's a little out of it, and so is Keenan Apia Forsud. So our midfield, as always, is a little bit thin. Going back to the tactic, I've also thought about pulling another, like putting the wingers back out, and then pulling one of these midfielders up here as a shadow striker, and then having these three guys. So it'd be like a 3-3-3-1. Does that make sense? 3-3-3-1. Yeah, that's exactly what it would be. Is that even a real thing? Is that like I'm gonna search it. It's audacity and its frailty. That's the first thing that come back. That is interesting. I may have to look into that since it's got such rave reviews of being terrible. I like trying things like that. All right, so let's look at our schedule. We are at the twilight of the season. We have 6 games remaining. The month of April give us 2 wins, a loss, and a draw, so we come out with 7 points, which I think was kind of our goal. We have, toward the bottom of the table, Luton. Toward the bottom of the table, Bristol City. We should get wins in those. Should. Then we have a TV match against Everton. They're second in the league. That may determine right there who gets that other automatic bid. We also have Brentford, who's at the bottom of the table, so a chance to get lots of points that we need. And then we end the season with Burnley and Watford, who are at the top of the table. So we've got to get points this month in the month of May, or we could be in trouble. Or the month of April, excuse me. That's what I was thinking, Mad Martin, and I'm afraid we might not be able to do it. We are a very frail team, though, because we're thin. And like I said, we're kind of in that place where I don't know. We've got a little bit of money, so that's good going forward. But I just don't know. I don't know right now. It's one of those things where anything can happen right now. So we'll just have to see. But let's get right to it. Let me make sure I got my. Like I said, Curtis is not going to be able to play today, so we'll put Drew Pickens out there. Actually, I don't know. Let's do this. Drew Pickens on the bench, Clark over there on that side, Harrison Ashby playing over here with Oko Flex. That could be more beneficial. Tommy Lay is not good to go. Forson's not good to go. I should give him time on the under 21s. I'm tired. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a little wore out. Today she was supposed to originally had surgery at 1:00. She calls me at 10. I'd not even made breakfast yet. And she says they're getting ready to take me down. They're moving my surgery up. So I rushed and got dressed. Ran down to the hospital, going way too fast. Get there, and they're literally getting ready to give her one of the numbing things, the pain block, the numb where they're going to do the surgery. And they do that, and then we just wait. And we wait. And they literally didn't bring her into surgery until like 4 hours later. And by that time, the nerve block they put on her had wore out. All of us that were there were just like starving. You know, I didn't eat till I ate that sandwich when I got home just a minute ago. So yeah, I'm running down a little bit. There's nothing but Diablo 4 and good old FM23 keeping me going. But we have Luton Town today. Let's see what they've got going on their squad. Adebayo up front. That's really scary. He's a good finisher. See there. Well, no. Oh, they got Talaji Bola, who we used to have on our team. Hurry up and wait. That was with her. She couldn't eat after midnight last night, and she said the last time she ate was at like 8:45. So she didn't They brought her a pudding right before I left because she didn't want dinner. Because I offered to go get her anything she wanted. She's like, I just don't want to put anything heavy on my stomach. So they brought her some Jellos and some puddings. So that's the first thing she's had since 8:45 last night. They definitely didn't have everything going today. I'll put it that way. All right. Oh, I bet you were. We really need to get Chris Watts going today. Neither one of our guys are that good at really moving the ball. I'm going to try to mix it up a little bit today to get people going. We really need to get some goals going into this last part of the season. But Mad Martin, I appreciate you asking about all that. I really do. Thank you. All right, Luton Town, Drake FC, we are the favorites, but not by much. We're at Power Court today, so that means we're on the road. In some pockets today, we need to be very serious. Oh, they're interviewing us in the tunnel. Your Drake FC side could book their tickets to the playoffs should everything fall into place. How confident are you of having that sewn up come full time? Well, we deserve to be involved, and if we can do our part, then it's really just a matter of time. Can you explain Drake FC's struggles away from home? We haven't had the luck that our performances deserve, really. Oh, that's all they're going to ask. All right, Simon Grayson from Luton Town is bringing out Esposito today. Salza, Harris, and Dalty up front. Hall and Campbell in midfield. Talaji Bola, who we're very familiar with. Rob Atkinson, Jack Stevens, and James Bree in the back line. So Brent in. We got our stud, who we sold for $5 million, Chris Watts up front. We've also got Oko Flex, Janelle Bennett, John Clark, Harrison Ashby in the wingback position, Longstaff and Doyle midfield, Murphy, Matty Pollock, Will Andiepan. I did switch them up just to see how that works back there in the back line. And then Jamie Cumming is in. It's drizzly, gusty, and it's 59 degrees. Excuse me, I almost butchered that. And for you all that needs to know the temperature, there you go. Tim Robinson is the official today. Let's get the kickoff and see what happens. Drake's in the green and blues. They're in their reddish-orange kits. We've got a little highlight here in the opening. Here's Matty Longstaff. He's going to pop it over to Oko Flex, and that's going to be headed away. And Esposito is going to take over that. And I'm really worried that we're having an opening highlight like this. They'll play it deep. Oh, Clark comes through the youngster, takes a big shot, hits it off the post, and we almost had a 1-minute goal there. And we'll get a throw in, Will Andiepan. Oh my God, Janelle Bennett taken down. Campbell getting yelled at by the ref. What's he gonna give him? He's having a word. What is it? Oh, it's a 1-minute red card. Luton Town gets a 1-minute, 20-second red card, and they will play the rest of this game. Well, our mentality is obviously gonna go to positive now. What's up, Maz?
Hello there.
So they're playing a man down now. They lose their right winger. We get a free kick here. Longstaff shoots it in. Oko Flex looking for it. Couldn't get to it. Murphy will go out there and bring it in. Back to Matty Longstaff. Oh, and Matty Longstaff just turns the ball over. That's terrible. They'll swing it out to Murillo. Murillo across midfield pitch. Go over the top. We'll head it back. Here's Janelle Bennett. Bennett over to Clark, the youngster in there today. Plays it up. Here's Janelle Bennett. Bennett looking. Sends it over. Doyle, what a shot! And the Drakes strike early, and they strike fast here in the 7th minute. Janelle Bennett finding the opening. Doyle. I don't even have Doyle on attack, and he was up there pushing. And the Drakes jump out in front early. Luton Town already had to do a substitution. We'll get a free kick here. Will Andy Apan sends it. Oh, he went for it. Right now, that moves us up to second place. We need to keep an eye on the Everton game. Who are they playing today? They're playing Sunderland. Janelle Bennett's bruised his ankle, but we're going to leave him out there for now. Throw in for them. Talaji Bola into Reynolds. Back to Atkinson. Hall. Come on, guys. Don't give up an equalizer. We're up a man. Pollock. Pearson Ashby puts it down. Oko flex over to Doyle. Doyle pushes it way up. Janelle Bennett's out front. Janelle Bennett in behind, and it's tipped. Oh, man, and we'll get a corner from that one. Drake's really pushing today. And that's headed out. We'll get another corner on the other side. We'll do it again. Doyle to take this one. Sends it in. It's headed out. We'll knock it down. Oko flex takes a big shot. It's bounces off somebody's face and goes away. The Campbell that got red carded was A. AC Campbell? Dun, dun, dun. What's the AC stand for? Abnormally cruel. Throw in for them. Not a fan of this. Send it over. Trying to push it in the box. Murillo over to Lockyer. Oh, Longstaff. Doyle over to Bennett. Bennett looking to make some space. He'll cross the pitch midfield. Up to Clark. Clark looking. He's playing on a yellow. He'll pull it back to Murphy. Murphy sends it in. Bennett again. Bennett. Oko flex puts it in. Oh, no.
Disappointed!
We're saying he's offside. What? Oh. I think we got screwed on that one. It's like we're going to go into halftime. 3 minutes of extra time, probably from the injury earlier. So they've got a red card and an injury. Janelle Bennett, we're probably going to have to change him out. I'll bring Quevin Farrell in. We'll give the youngsters some more time. Chris Watts just not showing up today. That may have been the best deal we've made. Though I think I'll put him as pressing forward the second half and see if that changes anything. There's just so much on the line right now. 13,818 people here. Let's do some praise. See if we can get the team going. Free kick here. Matty Longstaff shoots it in. Murphy, and it's in! Alex Murphy heads it in. 2-0 here in the 56th minute. And that one will stay in. That one stays on the board. Put it on the board. And actually, I'm going to drop the tempo down a little bit here because we need to conserve ourselves for the next few days. May actually do some mid-subs. Watch, Talaji Bola throws in here. If they get one here, though, I won't be able to. Play it up. Roberts. Oh, Matty Longstaff. Good. Oh, come on. Is that Chris Watts? You lazy. Matty Pollock hits it away. Oko flex sends it up. Here's Chris Watts. He'll send it back to Longstaff. Longstaff looking to play it forward. We got runners. Over to Clark. Clark looking. Clark pulls it back. It's in. Hall intercepts it in the box. Longstaff gets it. Send it over. There's Watts. And Watts just cannot deliver. Tommy Doyle with the corner here. Watts is in the goal. Longstaff's doing great. Chris Watts just sucks. Oakville Flex not having too big of a game either. I'm going to put Amari Miller out there. Longstaff's a heck of a player. I'm really glad I signed him through like 2031 or something. Tommy Doyle's wore out too. We'll bring in Jack Tucker, and I actually don't have anybody to come in for Longstaff. So we need to kind of calm him down. They're in the back. Matty Pollock's wore out. What am I training Mingalvio for? Well, that's perfect for him. Throwing for us. Youngster Clark into Ferrum, who's already got a yellow somehow. Tucker into Longstaff. Ferrum. Oh my God, that was going to be so offside. Miles Laburn, what are you doing? 82nd minute. Mingalvio goes back to collect. Send it over to Murphy. Alex Murphy. Longstaff. Tucker. Jack Tucker plays it forward. He's got Ferrum. Ferrum. Oh my God, what a shot. Who was that? I didn't even get to see who took that shot, but it was off the crossbar. We just shot the kill on that one. They've changed up formations. 3 minutes of extra time. If this result holds, this is going to be amazing. Let's see. Oh, I didn't get to see the Everton score, but we'll take our 3 points. That game was kind of given to us with that early red. And we do move up to second place, but it does look like, Everton had a draw with Sunderland. So that does help us. Goal difference wise, we jump in. Oh my God, there are 3 teams sitting at 80 points right now. Southampton picked up another win over Oxford. I think Southampton's probably going to clinch the tier here in a second. Which they should. Drake FC, Watford, and Everton have guaranteed themselves a playoff place. So at least we are in the playoffs. Let's go. That gives us a chance. That was our goal for the season, and here we are. Let me text my mom real quick. Probably asleep. They gave her some pain medicine finally. Simon Grayson took several questions. Let's see what he says. The referee was the center of attention today, sending off Alan Campbell in a somewhat controversial circumstances. Did the officials get to us or not? The referee made the correct call this time. Janelle Bennett's out for a couple days. That's fine. Let's attend this press conference. How delighted are you with the triumph? They say proof is in the pudding, and the pudding in this case is a soccer ball. Your team has one of the best passing success rates. I believe that it's important to play the game the right way, and it's pleasing to see the strides we made with this style of soccer. What was your reaction to Tayfun Korkut being fired by Sheffield United? Not my place to comment on that. I've got enough going on. All right, we do have a week to heal up for the next match. Pretty sure. Yeah, we do have a week. Let me check on training here. Oh, I just screwed that up, putting all those guys in there. I did bring on some players that were getting cut from other teams, so we'll have to see what happens with that. Actually, let's look and see if we've learned anything about them yet. Some of them have some high potential. Can I make them available for? And see if they'll play in that. We can learn a lot about them. But we did make the playoffs, and that was our goal. I'm ecstatic. That was our goal from the first of the season. So anything that happens now is we've attained our goal in a very, I wouldn't say short time. We're on our 5th season, and if you add, what did we do? We did 7 seasons in FM 22. So in 13 years, we've started with a team at the lowest tier and built our way up to being a championship team who is in the playoffs. Not bad. Not bad. I mean, I don't know what else you can ask for on that aspect. Christian Pulisic was player of the week. He's on Huddersfield. What are they?
So you followed the channel. You know what you did was wrong. But the question is, how are you going to make things right?
Hello there.
Mr. Cell Fane 9. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate that. Well, I thought about that. He's getting ready to get relegated with Huddersfield. Wonder what his contract is. 2028. So they've got him till next year. He's making almost $1 million, but there's no way he goes down to. He's also going to be 29 years old. Wow, he has crappy concentration, but we don't really know what it is. Let's scout him. We can get him cheap. I wouldn't mind it. All right, Bristol City coming up. We tried to get him before, and remember, he wasn't interested in us, but he went to Huddersfield. And now they're getting relegated. So, I don't understand. We did pick up a little bit more reputation, though, from last season to this season. So maybe that is a difference. But I'm sure they'll want to sell him for an abnormal amount. I'm freaking out a little bit about my scouting and such. I still don't understand why I'm not picking. Well, there may no be players. Well, let me do this. Players in range. I'm just going to straight up search. I may be searching for the wrong thing. See, there's tons of players. I mean, these are all in other areas, so that may be it. They're also old. Oh, I bet they're not my. What do I got the age set on that? That could be an issue. It's 35. Unattached and expired. So I don't see what's wrong with that. Well, let me check something. What if I do both of them, it still shows people. I don't know. I just don't understand the scouting on this game somehow. It's just very cattywampus. Our under 21s are going to play, so we'll get to fill out some of those youngsters and see if we want any of them. Get my notepad out. Yes, I am a nerd who carries a notepad right here next to me so I can keep notes. Kovacevic is doing pretty well. They always give up 38 goals in 41 appearances, so. We'll just have to see what happens. All right, so yeah, some of the guys we brought on come in and done some stuff, but I'm curious why Rocco Rees is like that. What's up, Lethal?
Hello there.
How's the other side of the country doing? You're our Western scouts. All right, let's look at what our loans are doing here. Kovacevic. $6.85, not bad. John King. This is somebody we were kind of being excited about. His crossing's already better than Janelle Bennett at 19. But Bennett's obviously a few years older and got some more wisdom ahead of him. Hey, Magatiyuki, what goes on?
Hello there.
The European football. Mick Rothery. He's got great jumping reach at 6 foot. Magatiyuki, it's going okay. We've actually made the playoffs. So we were talking about that. That was our goal for the first of the season. So from FM22 to now, 13 seasons of the Drakes growing from a zero reputation team to where we are now. We went from nothing to now we're in the playoffs of the championship tier in England. So I'm pretty happy about that. Roy McLeod. Holy crap. 16 finishing? Okay, what's wrong with him? He's injury prone and he's not consistent. Oh yeah, I feel like I worked 2 days today where my mom had surgery and I was at the hospital most of the day. I'm exhausted from that. I wouldn't mind getting this kid really cheap. Dundee United would want somewhere between 325K and 3.3 million. He'd want to be paid at 400,000. He wants a lot of money. He's getting paid 60,000 and he wants to jump up to.
We are the champions, my friends.
Thank you for the bits back at Tayuki, but no, we're not the champions. But thank you. Thank you. I will put him on my striker short list. But they got him wrapped up to 2029, so. But yeah, I think that's a big jump going from making $60,000 a year to he wants $400K. Not with that attitude. Okay, maybe you're right. And I do have them looking at a ton of other players. So we'll see how that goes. This guy's contract goes out at the end of the season. Who's he on? He's making almost nine. I don't know if we could afford these salaries is the problem. That's going to be our biggest issue. We just don't have. Have you considered buying more money? Why didn't I think of that? The answer's just right there in front of my face. Thank you, Lethal. I will look into that. Where's my, did I not just make a new? I bet it's because I went back. I go here and then go back into scouting. And then go to add to short list. I know I made it. It's right here. It's literally right there. I know I'm not that blind, but it's literally not on this screen for some reason. That's so weird. We do need to keep an eye on these players here that their contracts are running out. Like somebody like he made, again, some of these guys make so much more money than we can afford. But this Panzo guy, he's not a bad one. And he could play a plethora of positions.
So, you followed the channel. You know what you did was wrong, but the question is, how are you going to make things right?
Hey, thank you for the follow. Solarity of Trinity. Appreciate that.
Hello there.
I don't. He wouldn't be bad just to have as a utility player back there. Now, can I add him to the short list? Oh, it shows up for him. That makes no sense. I'll put him on CBs right now. The child who tells the loudest here will be ignored. What? This guy, George Johnston, he's a little bit old, but he looks like a tough player. He's making a lot of money. There's no way I would sign him for what he's sitting at. But again, he's somebody. Now, Panzo, are you on the list? Okay, he is. Did you get on there or did it mess up? Okay. Thomas Singh. I'm not going to add him to the list. Well, we'll just have to wait and see what else pops up. Oh, how did this? They must have leaked this. Drake FC appeared to be interested in Rory McLeod. Give you a rundown. Well, if you combine, I was just talking about this earlier. If you combine FM22, we started Sir Francis Drake FC with zero reputation and at the bottom of England. And in 13 seasons, we've worked our way up where we just qualified for the playoffs in the championship tier. And then you can kind of see, it says year founded, 2018. Well, we've only got 10 years. I must have changed the date when I did that. But I don't think we're ready for the Premier League. And even if somehow we did sneak up there, I don't think we would stay up. I mean, it would be great to pocket all that money and come back down and then go back up, but we are definitely not established as that currently. I need to. Yeah, I'm actually running into that issue where I don't have the budget to afford some of those players. Okay, any of our youth guys here? See, there's a couple of these guys that could be really good. Like this dude. His natural fitness is 9. I don't think he's going to grow as much as that says. We got Joseph here. Now, I do love a midfielder. He's got natural fitness of 13. That's not bad for 18. Who wants him? A couple of teams getting ready to go down. The League One. Reynolds. This kid at 19, his jumping reach is 4. Yeah, we've already been through that where I signed a 30-something-year-old goalkeeper at one point. That didn't turn out well. But we're trying to just play with what we got now. We've already sold one of our younger players because he threatened he's leaving. So we sold him for $5 million. That's probably been the biggest deal we've ever done. We did get to loan him back for the rest of the season. Right now, though, we're trying to play for that automatic bid to take a lot of pressure off of us. This game coming up, we really need to get points. And then the game that really matters is this Everton game. And I'm kind of a little terrified about it, to be honest with you. Selling children. Now, why does Liam Cullen give a crap about us? He literally took off to Spain and abandoned us. Play with David Catala. Probably Catala, but anyway. Your league table looks something like that. Southampton's going to take it, and then you have 3 teams at 80 points right now. Watford actually jumped Everton. We have 5 games left. Okay, we're at home. We should have the advantage. Drake FC are closing in on a new team record of points accumulated. Drake set on 80 points, and with a new Drake FC record low, we need to hit 81. McAllister. Sean McAllister's on their team. He was so good. He didn't want to come back to us. That's sad. I'll send my assistant. I don't feel like talking to them. Southampton, I think, has a very easy schedule coming up. Drew Pickens is now comfortable knocking the ball past his opponent. Nice. I want to praise Forson. He's been doing good. All right. I need to find something here. I know it's a bad flaw to look ahead to that Everton game, but Bristol City, I mean, we struggle against teams at the bottom of the table for some reason. It's just like we don't show up to play. I hope that doesn't happen here, but there's a chance. +3 a win. Yep. 3 for a win, 1 for a draw. But Southampton also has a game in hand, so they've got 6 games left. And they've just been on an incredible run here toward the end of the season. All eyes will be on St. Mary's Stadium this weekend as Southampton's battle for the championship title. Southampton are a win away from becoming the championship champions and will look to clinch it with a win over Sheffield United. I think we're going to sneak a win, maybe. So let me check on Southampton. So, yeah, they have 94 points now. 5 times 3 is 15. So, yeah, they would have to not do anything for us to catch them. I just don't think it's going to happen. Vincent Kompany has been a heck of a coach for them. They've put together a freaking massive war chest of 80. They're paying, well, they've got $80 million. They made $36 million this season. And they're paying their players $85 million a year. Just can't keep up with that. Where's their schedule at? Oh my God. Yeah, they've since here. On January 16th, win, draw, win, draw, win. They lost. This is something else. Oh, this is the Europa League quarterfinal first leg. They lost. So they've not lost in our league since January 16th. It is now April 10th. And they're doing European football while they're doing all that. Just freaking amazing. That's just a whole nother level that I've never experienced. All right, we're at home today against Bristol City. Bristol are sitting in 17th. We'll see what happens here. All right. Do we have any of our injured boys back? The answer looks like we got 5 days to the next game. Okay. Curtis is still out. So let's go put him back on attack because that seemed to work out really well. And I'm going to put him on pressing forward. I swear I'll put Oko Flex on support. All right. We were gifted that last game, though. They got that early red card. We're both inconsistent. We're at home. Everybody motivated. I need Chris Watts to show up today. All right, Slaven Bilic. He's got Evan Ferguson up front. Ogbin, O'Hare, Gelhart, Mowat, and Henry in midfield. They got Kuka, Pinu, Moore, pulling back, and Andrew Fisher in goal. David Cootie is the official today. It's 57 degrees out. It's very similar to the last game we had, but no rain or anything. See if the lads can show up today and do something. We need to keep an eye on the Everton game. They're playing Blackpool. Blackpool's trying to stay out of relegation. So, yeah, that's probably not going to go the way we think it is. They've already picked up. Oh, no. Harrison Ashby just got injured. Oh, that's not good. So we've got 2 youngsters now playing on the wings. The wingback positions. Okay. This is already starting off a little hairy. And now Matty Longstaff has picked up an injury. If that would have just happened just a little bit earlier, we've already used 2 of our stupid breaks. Still nervous. That's great. Well, this is not going the way that I thought it would. Throw in for Bristol City. Hookah in Gellhart. O'Hare charges in, takes a shot off the post. That was a great play. And all of a sudden, they're starting to take back. Everton just scored in their game, and they go above us on the table. Throw in for us, young John Clark into Sean Murphy. Alex Murphy, excuse me. Clark up to Bennett. Bennett pulls it back to Clark. Clark pulls it back to Murphy. Doyle. Murphy. He'll play it way back. Jamie Cumming will reset. Pollock to Doyle. Watts. Oko Flex. Oko Flex looks through the middle. Here's Janelle Bennett. Oh, he goes over the crossbar.
Disappointed!
What a pass. What a through ball. And he cannot keep it down. Give him some encouragement. Free kick for us. Who's taking it? Tommy Doyle. Let's see if Doyle can put this one in. Can he bend it around the wall? Oh! Oh, just over the top. Everton has scored a second goal. Extra time here before the halftime whistle. Let's see if we can put something. Watts sends it over to Pickens. Oko Flex. Flex to Doyle. Will Andy Pan playing up. He's got Drew Pickens. Drew Pickens takes a move. It's blocked. He'll get it into Watts, and Watts sends it into the crowd. Can I not find a striker who can finish? It's just all I ask. Free kick. Janelle Bennett to take it. Pops it up. Pullock pulls it down. Leaves it for Bennett. Bennett loses it to Poole. He'll win it right back. Good hustle there. Bennett down the wing looking to cross. He'll send it over to Clark. Clark sends it over. There's Tucker. He can hit it, but Fisher is on it. Good chance there. Good ball movement by Janelle Bennett. Clark. Tucker usually puts those in. Some more, let's demand more from the team. Let's see if they get mad. No, they didn't get mad. They know they're not playing well. All right, we need to, I know what's going on. Let's fix this up. Let's put Doyle up here. I'm going to put him on attack. And Tucker can stay back. Chris Watts, you are having a pathetic I'm going to give him like 10 minutes playing. Let's put him at poacher and see what he can do. I need him to calm down. I don't like him being apprehensive. 15 minutes left in the game. Do we even have any more subs? Yeah, we got, this is our, yeah, we have to throw in who we're going to throw in. I hate to take him out, but we got to start pushing it. We really need 3 points in this game. We've had the ball 64% of the time. Everton just got another goal. 3 minutes of extra time. Can we do it? It doesn't look like it. Unless we get it here. Throw in. 92nd minute. Watts. Tucker. Back to Clark. Clark charges in. Takes a shot. Oh! It's off the post. Blackpool has tied it up against Everton. And we're going to end in a draw, so we'll have to check on that game. If that game got a draw, that would be amazing. But we should have definitely won that one. We also need to worry about our injuries here. John Clark lost confidence. Why? But he appreciated the critical feedback. Now he switched off. Great. You did lose the game at the end, buddy. You could have made that. Of course, Everton gets a 90th minute goal to win. After Blackpool got an 86th minute penalty and an 88-minute goal to tie it up, they get a 90th minute goal to win. Drops us down to third. Now Everton, with 4 games remaining in the season, has that second promotion spot by 2 points. And we have Everton coming out. Harrison Ashby's done for the season. Matty Longstaff is going to be out for the Everton game. The fans clearly felt you should have took Chris Watts off. Player of the match. Will Indiapan won player of the match. He's a great player. He's young. Harrison Ashby injured himself in the match day and it looked potentially serious. Going to keep him out for a long time. Should there come a point when the line has to be drawn? Harrison Ashby loss is really big. He's been with us the last few seasons. Okay. So going into this Everton game, we've got 2 key players that are out. Forson's got to get healthy. And then Sam Curtis is out. We have to go with the youngster. This is where we're so thin that it hurts us. Maybe if we feed both. No, I want Janelle Bennett to attack, though. All right, this is the team we're going to go with in the next game. Sam Curtis, I don't think will be fit. Put him on some general rehab. I like how it says Rocco Reeves has missed negative 117 games.